Hello students, welcome back to my channel. This is Manish Yadav and today I have brought next episode for the chapter If I Were You. This chapter is about an intruder and a Gerard as we discussed in the last video. If I Were You, this is the title of this chapter. Intruder wants to take the identity of Gerard and he wants to live his rest of life being at the place of Gerard. So he breaks into Gerard's house and tells him to surrender or raise his hand. Now the conversation is going on between intruder and Gerard. What happens next? Let you know. First of all, let me erase the underlines. Intruder, keep it to yourself and just answer my questions. When you live here alone, well, do you? Intruder angrily told Gerard to keep it with himself, and he wanted only answers for his questions. You live here alone? He asked Gerard if he lives there alone. Well, do you? Do you live here alone? Gerard, I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me, not asking me. Gerard says that it seems that you were telling me that that I live here, not asking, because you live here alone. This is a assertive sentence, and intruder did not put up question by saying, do you live here alone? This is interrogative sentence, but intruder normally says, you live here alone. So it seems to Gerard that he was telling, not asking. A question of inflection. Your voice is unfamiliar. A question of inflection. Just I need to think for a while. Your voice is unfamiliar. This type of voice is very strange to me. It is unfamiliar for me. Intruder with emphasis. Do you live here alone? I want to know where you live, Gerard. And if I don't answer? Gerard is taking everything jokingly. He is not serious. However, he answers when he was scolded or warned by the intruder. Intruder, you have got enough sense not to want to get hurt, and you have a brilliant sense, and I think you should not hurt yourself. If you not reply, you will be hurt, you will be murdered. Gerard, I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do so. What do you think, Mr.? Gerard says that, according to me, good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain. If we avoid pain, it is a good sense than the mere desire to do so. And if I am doing so, as you ask, as you say, it is not a sense. I would be nonsense. What do you think, Mr. Intruder? Never mind my name. I like yours better, Mr. Gerard. Gerard, Vincent Charles. Intruder, do you run a car? Could you ride by a car? This is the question. uh, to Gerard. Let me erase the underlines. Gerard, no, I don't ride. I don't run a car. Intruder, that's a lie. You are telling lie. This is not the truth. You are not dealing with a fool. And you are not a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter. You are not dealing with this is a phrase. It means behave. Okay, to behave. व्यवहार करना. I am as smart as you and smarter. I am more smarter than you are, and I know you run a car, and I know well about you that you can run a car. Better be careful, wise guy. And it is better for you to reply everything truly, whatever I am asking. Gerard, are you American? Or is that merely a clever imitation? Please, would you tell me something about you? Are you an American? Or is that merely a clever imitation? Are you a clever person? Intruder, listen, this gun is no toy. Intruder was having a gun in his hand. So he indicates, points out the gun. This is not a toy. It can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers. And you have to only answer my questions. Gerard, of course. Of course, definitely I'll answer for your questions if you put it like that. I'll be glad to assist you. Gerard is not serious. Intruder, broke into his house. And if we relate it to ourselves, if an intruder will break into our house, we would be in a great trouble, and we would try to escape from the intruder, everything whatever he would desire. But Gerard is not serious. He is jokingly having conversation with him. Gerard says that I'll be glad to assist you, mister. If you want to have more and more informations, I would like to assist you, and I would be happy by doing so. I do possess a car. Yes, I am a car owner, and it is in the garage around the corner. And the car is standing. It has been parked in the garage around the corner. Intruder, that's better if you have a car. Do people often come out here? He asks about the people. Do people often come here? Gerard, very rarely, surprisingly. Few people take the trouble to visit me. Yeah, some of them come. They take trouble to visit me. There is the baker and the greengrocer, of course, and then there is the milkman. Quite charming, but no one so interesting as yourself. Yeah, a few men come here to visit me. Milkman, greengrocer, baker, they come to me. But it is quite charming, it is quite better, but no one so interesting as yourself. But you are more interesting than them. Actually, I am very interested in you as your presentation, as you came, you break into my house as strange person, and you are putting up questions to me. So it is very interesting and so interesting for me. Intruder, I happen to know that you never see tradespeople. I want to know that You never see tradespeople. Gerard, you seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble. You seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble. I think you are in the trouble since you know so much about me. And this is why, because you have known so much about me, and this is the reason of your trouble. Won't you say something about yourself? You will only ask about me, or you will tell something about you also. You have been so modest. Gerard says that, will you tell me something about you, please? Or will you be knowing only about me? Intruder, I could tell you plenty. You think you are smart, but I am the top of the class round here. I have got brains, and I use them. That's how I have got where I have. Intruder says that, of course, I can tell you plenty of things. You think you are smart, but I am at the top of class round here. I am smarter than you are. I have got brains, and I have a good brain. I am beauty with brain, and I use them, and I use my brain also. That's how I have got where I have. I desire, I want to have. Okay, whatever I want to have, I am there. I can do anything what I desire, what I want. It means Gerard. And where precisely have you got? It did not require a great brain to break into my little cottage. But during breaking into my house, little cottage, you did not require a great brain. You should have thought when you came into my house. You did not have a brain at that time. Who comes in this way as you came into my cottage? Intruder, when you know why I have broken into your little cottage, you will be surprised, and it would not be a pleasant surprise. Intruder, he says to Gerard, it would be very surprising for you when you know why I have broken into your little cottage. Means, when you'd know the reason why I have broken into your little cottage, you'd be surprised. And this is not a pleasant surprise. By knowing the surprise, you'd not be happy. Gerard, with you figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace? Or are not you a specialist? Gerard says that, with your figuring so largely in it, that is understandable. I could understand what you want to know and you want to do. By the way, however, what particular line of crime do you embrace? What do you want to do here? What type of, crime you want to commit in my house? Are not you a specialist? You are not a specialist in the criminology. What that particular crime you want to commit here? That's it in this video. Keep learning.